Inside North Korea, a rare look behind the curtain of the world's most closed society. Don't insult the leaders, don't insult the ideology, and don't judge. These are the rules that tour guides read to Western tourists as they prepare to cross the border into North Korea, arguably the most closed and repressive country in the world. Then comes the practical information. No phone signal, no internet, no ATMs. North Korea closed its borders at the start of the pandemic, barring diplomats, aid workers, and travelers, making it almost impossible to get information about what's going on in the country. Since then, it has further isolated itself from the world, relying on support from Russia and China. Many doubted that Westerners would ever be able to return. Recently, tourists from the UK, France, Germany, and Australia crossed the border from China and entered the remote Razan region for a 4-day trip. Among them was British YouTuber Mike O'Kennedy, 28. Although he was aware of North Korea's reputation, he was struck by the extreme level of control. As with all tours of the country, tourists were accompanied by local guides and strictly adhered to a pre-approved itinerary, which included visits to a brewery, a school, and a fully stocked pharmacy. One of the guides, Ben Weston from Suffolk, compared the experience to a school trip. You couldn't leave the hotel without a guide. I even had to tell them when I was going to the bathroom a few times, he said. Still, Mike managed to catch glimpses of real life. Everyone was working. It didn't seem like anyone was just sitting around. It was a bit grim to watch, he said. During the school visit, a group of 8-year-olds performed a dance accompanied by an animation of ballistic missiles hitting targets. The video shows boys and girls wearing red headscarves singing as explosions flash on a screen behind. For now, tourists are not allowed to visit Pyongyang. Greg Watchji of Koryo Tours, another tour operator that has been relicensed, admits that the current route lacks big sites, such as the capital's monuments. He believes the authorities chose Rason as a test site because it is relatively small and easy to control. Rason is a special economic zone where new financial models are being tested. Chinese businessmen do business with North Koreans here and can travel more freely. Joe Smith, a seasoned traveler and former journalist specializing in North Korea, was on his 3rd trip. The more you come, the less you know. Each time you peek behind the curtain a little, but it just leaves more questions, he said. His favorite part of the trip was a surprise visit to a luxury market where jeans, perfume, replica Louis Vuitton handbags, and Japanese washing machines, probably imported from China, were sold. According to the guides, tourists were given even less freedom this time around than before. There was almost no opportunity to freely walk the streets, enter a barbershop or supermarket, or talk to the locals. The official explanation is the pandemic. Greg from Koryo Tours says, "At the border, they disinfected our luggage, took our temperatures, and about 50% of the people are still wearing masks. I don't know if the fear is real or just an excuse for additional control." The pandemic is believed to have hit North Korea hard, but the extent of the consequences is difficult to measure. Local guides repeated the official version that the virus arrived in a balloon from South Korea and was eradicated within 90 days. Even Joe, an experienced North Korean traveler, noted how dilapidated the buildings were. Everything was dimly lit and unheated except for our hotel rooms. The art gallery we entered was cold, dark, and completely deserted. We felt like it had been opened just for us. Tourists in North Korea generally interact only with guides, some of whom speak English. They were surprisingly well informed on this trip, likely thanks to their contacts with Chinese businessmen. They knew about Trump's sanctions, the war in Ukraine, and even that North Korean soldiers were present there.